¡Le migra! Let him go! Dirty ass motherfucker!
You just watched a community come together to save a man from an attempted kidnapping by the ICE Gestapo, and that video demonstrates the importance of solidarity because one by one, they came out and they put more and more pressure on them to leave him alone. Cars were honking at them while they were going by, people were filming the incident, others were confronting them more directly, as you saw, and collectively, they drove away those fascist pigs. But I do fear that they would have actually gone away with it had they not been brazen enough to commit that human rights abuse right out in the open in a four-way intersection where everybody could see what they were doing in broad daylight. And we don't have much details about that particular incident, but if the man that they were trying to kidnap was some kind of hardened criminal, then they would have had no problem whatsoever explaining to observers that they had a judicial warrant that was signed by a judge. But since they didn't do that, odds are they were likely just trying to grab an innocent man. So they decided to give up because it wasn't worth the hassle. But the problem is that not all ICE agents give up so easily. And I say that because when a member of Chicago City Council asked ICE agents in a hospital to present a warrant for someone that they were trying to kidnap, and this person, by the way, was only in the hospital because he was injured so badly when they were trying to kidnap him in the first place. But just look at the way that they responded to a member of City Council for daring to ask for a warrant.
He has constitutional rights.
No.
He has constitutional rights. Do you have a sign?
No. You need to leave.
For me.
Turn around. We're in team. Turn around and leave.
He is under.
I'm going to arrest you if you
arrest.
not leave.
You are going to be placed under arrest.
Do you have a sign? Judicial warrant for him.
Can somebody go in the hallway and get Lisa for me, please?
Judicial warrant for him.
Can somebody go in the hallway and get Lisa for me? This is an older person who's being under arrest. I need my other staffer who's in the hallway by registration to come here, please.
You are hurting. I am asking. I am not.
Can somebody get my staffer, please?
This is a hospital. Do you have a signed judicial warrant for him? I am asking. I am asking. I did not touch you.
We told you to leave.
I did
You're
not touch you.
impeding. Now you're under arrest for impeding.
I did
Thank
not
you.
touch you. I asked you if you had a
Is
signed
Lisa still out there?
judicial warrant for him. It is very simple. It is very simple. That man has constitutional rights. I did not touch you. It is a public space. I am not trespassing. I am asking you. Do you have a signed judicial warrant? I am asking. Do you have a signed judicial warrant for him? It is a question, sir. You are an agent. You are a federal agent.
We do not need a
You are a
warrant for
federal
somebody
agent. I
under
am an
arrest.
elected official, and I am asking.
Did you hear what they said? At the beginning of the clip, when she said that the man that they were trying to kidnap had constitutional rights, he said no. And then both of them said that they don't need warrants to abduct somebody from the hospital, which is crazy. It just goes to show you that the ICE Gestapo either doesn't know the law that they claim they're trying to enforce, or they're operating outside the bounds of the law. Every individual in the jurisdiction of the U.S. government has constitutional rights, regardless if they are a citizen or not. And the fact that federal agents don't know that or don't care tells you all you need to know about this agency. And the fact that they have arrested so many public officials, including a judge, is worrying, to put it mildly. In fact, we just got video from when ICE arrested the mayor of Newark as well as a member of Congress. And in this video, before they arrest the mayor, they're talking about who told them to make this arrest.
We are arresting the mayor right now. Or the Deputy Attorney General of the United States. Anyone that gets in their way, I need you guys to give me a perimeter so I can cuff them and get them on there. If you have body cams, turn them on. Okay?
So it's hard to make out what they were saying, but he's saying there that they're arresting the mayor at the direction of either the Deputy Attorney General or the Attorney General herself. And then he tells them to turn off their body cameras. I don't know what to say. Like, these are fascist criminals on camera conspiring to arrest a political opponent of the regime that they work for. And with how lawless they are, you might be thinking, damn, it's only a matter of time until they're busting down the doors of citizens looking for immigrants just like their predecessors did in the 1930s and 1940s. But unfortunately, they're already doing that. Common Dreams reports, just hours after President Donald Trump said U.S. soldiers should use American cities as training grounds, federal law enforcement officials on Tuesday night descended upon an apartment complex in Chicago where witnesses say they broke down residents' doors, smashed furniture and belongings, and dragged dozens of them, including children, and placed them in U-Haul vans. Local resident Roderick Johnson, who lives in the building raided by immigration and customs enforcement agents, told the Chicago Sun-Times that federal officials broke down his door, put him in zip ties, and kept him detained outside the building for 3 hours before letting him go. Quote, I asked agents why they were holding me if I was an American citizen, and they said I had to wait until they looked me up, he explained to the paper. I asked if they had a warrant, and I asked for a lawyer. They never brought one. Tissue Fisher, who also lives in the building, backed up Jones's account and said that agents forcibly removed all residents from their homes regardless of their legal status. In other words, it can happen here too. It is happening here right now, as a matter of fact. And ABC 7 Chicago has some additional testimonies from victims that say some shocking things.
They just treated us like we were nothing.
Tissue Fisher said she came out to the hallway of her apartment complex on the corner of 75th and South Shore Drive in her nightgown around 10 Monday night, only to find ICE agents yelling police.
It was scary because I've never had a gun put in my face. They asked my name and my date of birth and asked me did I have any warrants, and I told them no, I didn't.
She said she was then handcuffed and released around 3 a.m. Fisher says she was told if anyone had any kind of warrant out for them, even if it was unrelated to immigration, they would not be released. Citizen video shows the chaotic scene overnight. Neighbors tell us there were dozens of ICE agents. Neighbors like Ebony Watson says they ducked for cover as they heard several flashbangs go off.
They was terrified. The kids was crying. People was screaming. They looked very distraught. I was out there crying when I seen the little girl come around the corner. Because they was bringing the kids out too. Had them zip tied to each other. That's all I kept asking. Where's the morality? Where's the human? One of them literally laughed. He was standing right here. He said, them kids.
Watson says budget trucks and military-style vans were used to separate parents from their children. Other neighbors say they saw agents destroying property to get in the building.
And they had a big 15-inch chainsaw with a round blade on it, cutting this fence down. We're under siege. We're being invaded by our own military.
I want to repeat what he said just in case you missed it. He said, we're under siege. We're being invaded by our own military. That is exactly right. They're putting kids in zip ties and detaining citizens in order to purge the building of any and all immigrant families. We're talking about a depraved, sadistic group of federal Gestapo agents just flippantly violating constitutional rights with impunity. And to make matters even worse, the regime is bragging about this particular incident. On Twitter, the official DHS account shared a video about this and called it Operation Midnight Blitz, and says to every criminal illegal alien, darkness is no longer your ally, we will find you. And they showcase how they had the entire building surrounded with helicopters and militarized agents, and later showcase the humans that they abducted from the building. And it really should send a chill down everyone's spine that the federal government is Nazi posting on their main Twitter account. And I don't say that lightly. Like, if there was social media during the Holocaust, this is the kind of propaganda that the Nazis would be putting out. But it's not just the immigrants that they're bragging about abusing, because if you go to the official DHS Twitter page, they're posting videos of themselves dragging protesters violently by the arms with the caption, "Dear Antifa, we are just getting started," as if it's a good thing that they're abusing citizens. And even if they confirmed that that person in this video that they were treating this way was some kind of violent criminal, this is still a bit much for any government to post, especially so-called democratic ones. But it's commonplace under the Trump administration. And if you click on their page, they're turning photos of them abusing people into recruitment propaganda. And they shared a video of them wheeling off this protester that they tied up. And if this is the kind of behavior that we're seeing from people at the top, it's no wonder why the institution is attracting people who do shit like this.
Ya me encerraron, ya me agarraron, bueno.
What is he being pulled over for? What is he being pulled over for?
Le van a quebrar el vidrio, te toca, Martín.
Le van a quebrar,
Le van a quebrar el vidrio, Martín.
There's a child! There's a baby!
Baby, bro. Open the door.
There's a baby! Can you guys have a little bit mercy, dude? He has a 1-month-old. He has a 1-month-old.
I don't know, bro.
Oh, motherfucker. Can I ask why he's being detained? Can I ask why he's being detained? Can I ask why he's being detained?
He has an immigration warrant.
He has an immigration. Can I see the warrant signed? Can I see the warrant
You can
signed?
come to the office.
No, I need to see the warrant. This is illegal. You guys do not have the warrant signed.
This is not illegal.
I've watched dozens of videos by now of people asking the ICE Gestapo for a signed judicial warrant, and not a single one of them have actually presented them with a warrant. Most of them don't even pretend to have one, but for the ones that do, notice how they never show the warrant to the people who are questioning them. Isn't that interesting? We know why they never show it. It's because, as The Guardian reports, immigrants with no criminal records now make up the largest proportion of people in ICE detention, because to them, simply being undocumented is a crime worthy of abuse. And they think it's justified to hold a family at gunpoint and break the window of a car with a 1-month-old in it because, as the one ICE officer put it, fuck those kids, right? It doesn't matter, because if they are the child of an immigrant, then they're not real human like our kids. That's what they think. They are completely unrestrained. And here's another example.
Fuck you, you fuckers. Fuck you.
Just casually throwing chemical weapons out of their vehicles like it's nothing, as if that's not extremely fucking dangerous. And they were probably pissed off because the guy on the motorcycle was blocking them, presumably because he knew that they were in his city to commit crimes and he wanted to stop them from doing that. But what do? They take it out on everyone else, including a 2-year-old who inhaled whatever chemical they threw out of their car. And according to News Nation, that 2-year-old had to be treated because they ended up inhaling the chemicals and it harmed them, obviously. But soon their abuse won't only be contained to the streets, because their campaign to hunt down every last immigrant will be extended to the online realm as well. I say this because, as 404 Media reports, ICE is buying a tool that lets them harvest location data from millions of phones. And this news coincides with an article from Wired about how they are building a surveillance team of 30 contractors to hunt down immigrants on TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook. So if you share a post about your status or the status of a loved one, they might use that against you, because the goal is to make you feel as though nowhere is safe. And at any time, they could bust down your door, because they might. They want to instill fear in you. But as that first video taught us, when you stand up to tyrants, you actually can make a difference. All you have to do is take out your phone and film them, ask for a judicial warrant signed by a judge, try to get the attention of others in the vicinity by yelling La Migra, and educate everybody around you about their constitutional rights. rights that immigrants have as well. Also, if you go to nokings.org/signs, you could print off signs of solidarity. There are instructions about what to do if ICE comes to your workplace. You can print that off, take it to your job, hang it in the break room. These are things that you have to do because not only is it important, but it actually does make a meaningful difference. If everybody knows their rights, ICE will be deterred. It's not going to work every single time, obviously, and if you try to confront them in person, you might get harmed yourself. But solidarity is our best defense against these fascist pigs, and they have to know that their illegal tyranny is not going to be tolerated by communities. So things like that, the things we saw in that first video, is how you effectively stop ICE from harming people. And when this is all said and done, every single one of these criminals needs to be tried and brought to justice because this is not okay. They don't get to just violate the Constitution and civil rights and civil liberties because they're part of some federal agency. No, these are illegal actions that we are seeing, and they have to be held accountable.